The emergency broadcast crackled through the communication array aboard the Endeavour, its automated voice cutting through the silence of the bridge like a blade through silk. Adam Chen wiped the sweat from his brow as he listened to the transmission, his dark eyes reflecting the amber glow of the warning lights. This is an automated distress signal from mining colony Kepler 442b. Volcanic activity has increased beyond safety parameters. Immediate evacuation required. Estimated time before total surface incineration, 72 hours. Beside him, Lieutenant Mahin Rashid's fingers danced across her console, pulling up stellar cartography data with practiced efficiency. Her hijab framed her focused expression as she processed the incoming information. Adam, the Galactic Council's response came through 10 minutes ago. And? Adam's voice carried the weight of someone who already knew the answer. Resource allocation deemed inefficient. Colonial population, 843 sentients. Rescue operation cost-to-benefit ratio, unfavorable. Official response, colony abandoned to natural disaster protocols. Adam's jaw tightened. 843 lives. Men, women, children from a dozen different species who had trusted the Council's promise of protection when they'd signed up for the mining operation. Now when crisis struck, the bureaucrats had run their calculations and decided those lives weren't worth the fuel costs. "What's our current position?" he asked. Mahin's fingers flew across her interface. "We're 3 jumps out from Kepler 442b. If we push the engines past safety margins, we could reach them in 68 hours. That gives us 4 hours to evacuate over 800 people from a planet that's about to turn into a fireball." Adam stood from his captain's chair, his mind already racing through logistics. "Mahin, what's our maximum passenger capacity if we strip out non-essential systems and pack people in like sardines?" The Endeavour wasn't designed for mass evacuation, but she paused, calculating. "If we remove the cargo bay bulkheads, convert the engineering spaces, and have people sharing bunks and shifts, maybe 400, 450 if we're willing to violate every safety regulation in the book. That's still not enough." The bridge fell silent except for the hum of life support systems. Around them, the vast emptiness of space stretched infinite and cold. The Council ships had already altered course, their captains following orders to maintain profitable shipping schedules rather than waste resources on what their algorithms had classified as an acceptable loss. But humans didn't operate on algorithms when lives hung in the balance. "Signal the Defiant and the Resilience," Adam commanded, referring to the 2 other human vessels in their small convoy. "Tell Captains Morrison and Okafor we're making an unscheduled stop." Mahin's eyes widened. "Adam, that's 3 ships total. Even if they're willing to join us, we're talking about maybe 1,200 passenger slots maximum. We'd still be leaving nearly 200 people behind. Then we make multiple trips. The volcanic activity gets worse with each hour." "I know." Adam moved to the observation window, staring out at the stars. "Mahin, pull up the mining colony's infrastructure data. What kind of ships do they have planetside?" Her fingers flew across the console, mostly heavy cargo haulers and atmospheric shuttles. Nothing hyperspace capable. "But they could reach orbit." "Theoretically, yes, but..." Understanding dawned in her eyes. "You want to turn them into lifeboats?" Adam nodded grimly. "Strip out their cargo capacity, pack them with people and life support. We can't take everyone in one trip, but maybe we can get them off the surface. Set up a temporary refuge in orbit while we ferry groups to safety. That's actually insane enough to work." Mahin's voice carried a note of admiration mixed with concern. "But Adam, even if we pull this off, the Council isn't going to be happy about 3 human ships going off mission to rescue people they've already written off. Let them be unhappy." Adam returned to his chair, his expression resolute. "Log this in our official records. The Galactic Council abandoned 843 sentient beings to die because saving them wasn't cost-effective. Humanity disagreed with that assessment. The next 68 hours blurred together in a symphony of controlled chaos. The 3 human ships pushed their engines beyond recommended limits, racing toward a world that was systematically trying to kill everyone on its surface." Mahin worked tirelessly, coordinating with the mining colony's desperate engineers to jury-rig evacuation vessels from industrial equipment. When they arrived at Kepler 442b, the planet's surface glowed like an angry ember. Massive volcanic eruptions painted the atmosphere in shades of red and orange, while toxic clouds roiled across the continents. The mining colony's domes stood like fragile soap bubbles against the apocalyptic landscape. "First wave shuttles launching now," reported Captain Morrison over the comm. "We've got 47 people aboard converted cargo haulers heading for orbit. Resilience confirms successful pickup of 63 evacuees," added Captain Okafor. "Their makeshift life support is holding, but barely." Adam watched the chaos unfold on his tactical display. Dozens of improvised rescue vessels struggled through the increasingly violent atmosphere, each one carrying precious human lives and alien families toward the safety of the waiting ships. "Surface temperature just spiked another 50 degrees, Maheen reported, her voice tight with strain. "We're running out of time. How many more?" Adam asked. "Last count shows 82 people still planetside, but the evacuation supervisors report that number's dropping fast." The final shuttle broke through the roiling atmosphere just as the first massive pyroclastic flow engulfed the mining facility. Behind them, Kepler 442b transformed into a hellscape that would remain uninhabitable for decades to come. As the 3 human ships departed the dying world, their holds packed with refugees from a dozen different species, Adam received a priority transmission from the Galactic Council. The message was predictably bureaucratic: citations for deviating from assigned routes, violations of passenger safety regulations, unauthorized use of military vessels. Adam deleted the message without reading it completely. "Sir," Maheen said softly, "the refugees are asking if there's anything they can do to repay us." Adam looked out at the stars ahead, where 843 beings would live to see another day because humanity had decided that some things mattered more than profit margins and risk assessments. "Tell them they don't owe us anything," he replied. "Tell them that's just what humans do." In the depths of space, 3 small ships carried their precious cargo toward safety, while behind them a world burned. The Galactic Council had walked away when the calculations didn't add up. Humanity had walked into the fire instead.